Hi, everybody. Happy Wednesday. All right, today's lesson is going to be short and sweet. So pay attention, and we will get through it rather quickly today, I think, because today we are talking about classifying triangles by angles. And if you look at your calendar, it's lesson 10.2, pages 555 to 560, and it's today, May 13th, and tomorrow, May 14th. Okay? All right, so we classify triangles, and we all know that a triangle is a three-sided shape. So here's a side, here's a side, and here's a side. Three sides give me a triangle. That's what the prefix tri means. It means three. And then this word angle means angle. So really a triangle is a three-angle shape. Okay? So there's three different kinds of triangles. And I'm going to run through them real fast. And all of these words should be familiar to you since we just went over these on Monday. Okay, an acute triangle. This is an example of an acute triangle. All three of these angles are acute. And when I say angle, I mean these right here. Remember when we measure an angle, we are measuring this little opening right here. So all three of the angles are acute, which means they are 1 degree to 89 degrees. They're small, okay? Remember from Monday, we said acute baby. Babies are cute, they're small, they're tiny, and that's a good way for you to remember it. So an acute triangle has three acute angles, and they are 1 degree to 89 degrees, and that's how you know it's an acute triangle. An obtuse triangle, at least one of these angles is obtuse, okay? Remember on Monday we said obtuse, it's fat, it's big. So this angle is 91 degrees all the way up to 179 degrees. It's fat. So if you look at this triangle right here, I have this angle right here, which is super tiny, so that's an acute. And I have this angle right here that's also super tiny, so that's an acute angle. But if you look at this guy right here, angle A, that's real big. The opening is real wide. So this angle would be an obtuse angle. And for it to be classified as an obtuse triangle, it needs at least one obtuse angle. So if here it is right here, so this is how you know that this triangle is obtuse, because it has at least one obtuse angle in it. All right, and our right triangle, these are pretty simple to spot or to pick out, because a right angle, it has at least one right angle, and you know that a right angle measures 90 degrees. And we said on Monday that a right angle looks like an L, and that it always has this little box in the corner right there. The triangle is the same way. So for right triangles, you will always see this little box right here most of the time. I don't want to say always, but the majority of the time you will see that box in the corner. So that's how you know it's a right triangle. And if you look right here, if you take away this line right here, there's your L right here. So you know it's a right triangle because it looks like an L and it measures exactly 90 degrees. Okay? So those are your three types of triangles: acute, right, and obtuse. Okay? Now, over on the other side of my board, while I switch sides, we are going to talk about naming triangles. Just how our angles had names from Monday, our triangles also have names. All right, so for an acute triangle, all three angles are tiny, they're acute, they're small. You can name this triangle starting at any angle because they're all the same, okay? So if I wanted to start over here at angle A, okay, I could say that this triangle's name is triangle ABC. I can go A, B, C. Okay? Well, maybe I wanted to start at angle C. Okay? So I'm going to say that this is triangle CBA. It can go CBA. All right, well, maybe I wanted to start at angle B. So I'm going to say this triangle is BAC, triangle BAC. Okay. When you are naming a triangle, be sure that you always put the little triangle symbol in front of it, just like this. Remember how we had our angle symbol? Earlier this week it looked like this, and it's like angle PQR. That's how we label an angle. Where for a triangle, we put the little triangle symbol in front of it, just like that. So that way we know it's a triangle. Okay? We could also say that this is triangle instead of ABC. It could be triangle ACB. Okay, you can go this way, ACB. This triangle, instead of CBA, could be CAB. Triangle CAB. And triangle BAC, I can go the other way, and I can say it is triangle BCA. So acute triangles have really 6 different ways that you can name the triangle. So it doesn't matter which letter you start with, okay? You can start with any letter, but just make sure that you have all 3 letters in there, because the name is based on the angles. And since there's 3 angles, you need those 3 letters in there. All right, the next 2 are a little bit different, because for an obtuse triangle, which has the big angle right here, it has 2 smaller angles and then a big angle right there. Your obtuse angle is always your vertex, or always your middle angle. Remember from Monday we talked about this word? It's always your middle angle, okay? So this triangle, if A has to be your middle angle, what could we call that? A has to be in the middle. So what could we say that that triangle's name is? Let me hear you. Yep, I heard it. I heard triangle HAT, because your obtuse angle needs to be in the middle. So here's angle A right here. Here's angle A, it's my obtuse angle, and it's in the middle of my other 2 angles, or my other 2 letters. Is there another way that we could name this obtuse triangle, knowing that our angle A has to be in the middle? We already have HAT. What else could we do? Yep, we could flip it around and we could start with T, and we can say it is triangle TAH. So that guy can have 2 different names. All right, for our right triangle, very similar to our obtuse triangle, our right angle has to be the vertex, or it has to be the middle angle, okay? So here, this right triangle, I have STU. What could the name of my triangle be? If my right angle, my angle T, which is my right angle because the letter's right here by the right angle, if that has to be in the middle, what could this triangle's name be? Yep, we can go triangle STU. There's my triangle symbol, STU. And is there another name that this triangle could have? Remember that your angle T has to be in the middle. What else could we call this? Absolutely, we can go backwards, and we can start, not really backwards, but we can start at the U, and we can say triangle UTS. As long as that right angle is in the middle, those are good names for your triangles. Okay? So your work today all has to do with naming angles and looking at the angles of a triangle and telling us if they're acute, right, or obtuse, and also also naming your triangles, whether they are acute, right, or obtuse. And just as a quick reminder, remember from the other day, so I already went over this. So this guy right here is a right angle, okay? And it measures 90 degrees, all right? This angle right here, I'm gonna do it real quick. That's super small. Remember, you're measuring this guy right here, that angle, that's a super small angle. So this angle would be an acute angle because it's super tiny, okay? And this angle right here, I'm just gonna make it up as right here. Now I know that looks like a right angle. And actually, I'll make it a little bigger for you to see it better. Let's do it this way, okay? So you would be measuring this angle right here, and that's super big. So this would be your obtuse angle, okay? And my degrees are right here, so it's small. So your acute angle is small, and it measures 1 to 89 degrees. Your obtuse angle is very big. It's obtuse. It's fat. 91 degrees to 179 degrees. And your right angle, which is right here, has that box in the corner right there. It looks like an L, and it measures 90 degrees. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was it for today. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to contact your teacher. And just remember your angle names and which ones are real big and which ones are real small. And you will have no problem completing the questions in this chapter. Let us know if you have any questions, and I hope you all have a great weekend. And I will be back here on Monday.